All right, we're all checked out of the hotel and we are back on the road. So we're finally checking out of this hotel here.
We are. It's been good.
Yeah, it's been a good stay.
It's done exactly what it's needed to do. So
yep.
I cannot complain.
All right, here we go. All right, we're all checked out of the hotel and we are back on the road. All right, after a whopping 6-mile road trip today, where are we?
We're at another Homewood Suites.
We are at another Homewood Suites in the same city. Like I said, just 6 miles down the road. Why?
The other Homewood Suites did not have room for us. So
to extend.
Yeah, so you can explain the extension while I put away all of our frozens.
All right, so apparently there was some sort of misunderstanding with Tiffin. Now, today is the day that I was originally told that, yes, we should be able to pick up the RV. And yes, after talking to our service advisor, the repairs are done. However, due to the repairs and them having to remove the whole front cap and do all this other stuff, the one thing they kind of forgot to either explain to me, or I didn't understand, or like I said, it was a miscommunication, not their fault. It has to go to the body and paint shop now, and that could take up to 2 weeks. So we are looking at now another 2 weeks in a hotel here in Hoover, Alabama. Like Larica said, the other one that we were at for the last 10 days, we tried to extend, but it was full. We couldn't extend. The location of that one, even though it's only 5 miles away, is right next to a major sports complex and a bunch of other stuff. So apparently that one gets sold out much faster than this one does, just 5 miles down the road. So we packed up this morning, moved over here to this one, and now we'll be here for the next 2 weeks. Hopefully just the 2 weeks. Now I will tell you, I kind of like the layout of this one better. It's a little bit older, but it's got separate rooms. The bedroom is actually separate from the living room here, and then you've got the kitchen over here, same exact kitchen, full kitchen, refrigerator, stovetop, microwave, dishwasher. So I think it'll be a nice little change.
The biggest difference is this is older. So some of the stuff is just smaller. Mm-hmm. We don't mind though, because the layout is nice.
Yeah. And we're used to living small. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
But there's pros and cons to each one of them. We haven't really explored enough, but we will.
Yeah.
So far, getting all the frozens and all the refrigerated items in, easy peasy. Yeah. This one has a pool. However, the caveat is
it doesn't open till May.
No, so we won't be able to utilize that.
God willing, we won't be here in May.
Yeah.
But it does have 2 big stainless steel barbecues, so we can grill some dinners. The other one did not have barbecues.
So that'll be awesome.
That'll be nice that we can grill.
For me. We're just going to roll with the punches because that's all you really can do. And here's the reality: after having so many. No, I don't want to say so many issues. I mean, we had the issue with the frame flex.
Twice.
It's a big warranty deal. Yeah. We just want it done right. And Tiffin said they're going to. So we have to be patient, and that's what we're learning is we'll just be patient. Would we rather be riding, out there?
Would I rather be in Nashville today? Yes.
We wouldn't have been in Nashville today. We would have had to drive there.
Okay.
So heading towards Nashville.
Yes.
Fair. Because we've been wanting to do Nashville. But here's the reality. Nashville isn't going anywhere. So we can always reschedule that. Our rig will get fixed. It's under warranty. Mm-hmm. Another thing I told you in the car was we have saved so much money in gas because gas prices right now are horrible.
Yes.
And we are not going anywhere because the old hotel, we could walk to everything, and it was amazing. Yeah. But even if we have to drive here, everything is around here, like everything. So
we filled up the truck in Red Bay 11 days ago.
Yeah, and we have not.
We still have half a tank. So my goal, depending on how much going out and exploring we do, is to only have to fill up the tank one time in the course of a month.
we'll take it if
Yeah.
that's what we can do. So, yeah.
All right.
Space Cat may or may not play into that.
Yeah, we may or not be taking a little bit of a longer trip to go visit someplace I really want to go visit. So we'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
Super excited though because they have a grill
Yes.
here, so that's going to come in handy. I wanted to say one other thing. I think moving today from the other hotel to here made it feel like it wasn't as stagnant. So I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I understand what you mean.
We were there for 10 days.
I was getting tired of being in that hotel.
And so moving at least provided some sort of change. So it doesn't seem like we're going to sit in that hotel for 3 weeks. And we're not sitting, and it could be way worse. We are so blessed, and I feel like this has been like perfect for the situation that we need it for. So, but I did like that we moved because it kind of provides a little bit of excitement.
Yeah, break it up the monotony. Yeah,
breaking it up. So,
back at Walmart.
Yeah, we've already been here once.
When we thought we were only staying for 10 days.
Yeah. So now that we're staying longer, there's a few things we didn't pack enough of. And the rig is 2 hours away about, so it doesn't pay to go back and get it. We'll just pick it up here. Anything that we get is not going to go to waste. We'll just bring it with us. Yeah. It's just kind of frustrating because we have most of it back at the rig. Yeah. Obviously, food and stuff like that, we are just going to get fresh. Yeah. Although super convenient having a refrigerator and the stove top and all that, I'm missing an oven or a grill. Yeah. So like for dinner and that kind of stuff, I'm trying to think of things that I can use or meal ideas that we can do that just use a stove top. So we'll figure some meals out. But for now, small little list. It's stuff like I didn't bring enough contact solution because I brought my little travel size stuff. But now
enough for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, or 10 days. Like I know that I can get away with it on that, but that kind of stuff. Just little things here and there that we may just need. So,
oh well.
It is what it is, right?
RV life.
Constantly adjusting.
Yeah. All right. So we just walked out of Walmart and just have a question for everybody. When did we get to the point of zero customer service in our retail stores? I know there's always the self-checkouts, and normally we do, but we had a bunch of small stuff, and sometimes I'm like, no, let's just go to a regular register. Well, the girl running the register literally had earpods in her ears, having a full-blown conversation with somebody else the entire time she checked us out, and the only words she ever spoke out loud to us was the total bill. When did this happen in our society?
It's generational. We would have never been able to work like that. We would have gotten fired. But
Absolutely.
People can't find people that'll stay.
That must be it.
They're younger and they don't care about their jobs, and it's showing. And I will preface with this: it's not Alabama. Like we've actually found so many wonderful people here, but it's everywhere we're going. It's generational, and it's sad. It's sad. We worked so hard.
Yeah, and it's funny because a bunch of us were having a talk the other day talking about generations, and does the younger generation just not work as hard as us, the older generations, anymore?
No, they do not.
They do not.
You don't even need to ask people. They do not. Now, there's always exceptions, right?
There are exceptions. A lot of people, if their kids start working hard at a young age or whatever, but I don't know. It was just the weirdest thing. We're standing there in line and I'm listening to this girl's whole conversation with somebody.
Kevin was not a happy camper.
No, Kevin was not
a happy camper. So, Anywho's.
All right. So we are in Hoover, Alabama. I think we're just outside of Hoover in the next town. And we're at this brewery called the Beer Hog. And they actually built it inside of an old school. And you can kind of get this total feel that when you go down the hallway to the restrooms, you're in an old junior high school like that. So there's several different businesses in this old school building. There's an arcade and all sorts of stuff. This is a trip. It really is.
Okay, so we made a trip to Irondale, Alabama. And you ask, what's in Irondale that we would come drive here? It actually wasn't very far from our hotel. But remember in last week's video, we shared that I had gotten some fried green tomatoes because I love that movie, Fried Green Tomatoes. And I wanted to know if Whistle Stop Cafe was fictional. And so we found out the answer.
We actually came to the Irondale Cafe, which is where Whistle Stop Cafe from the movie Fried Green Tomatoes was inspired by. So it's actually not the cafe that they used, but it was inspired. And the cafe sits right next to the train tracks, and the train tracks have been going all day. We didn't know what to expect from this little cafe, but we decided we're going to take the drive and see. I'm so glad though, before we came, Kevin checked the hours. So they are only open from 11 to 2, 5 days a week. That tells you like they're doing something right. We weren't sure what to expect, so we got to the cafe and so cool. So cool. So it's kind of like cafeteria style. You stand in line. The minute we got in, it wasn't like super crowded. We went about 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it wasn't like super crowded, but you could tell like in the small little town, everybody was starting to park. And so as we pulled up, I saw a bunch of police officers go like parking their cars and coming. And so I'm like, it's got to be good. So we get in line, and Kevin and I are talking. We're like halfway down, and I'm like, we came at the exact right time, because then it was packed. The line was out to the door. So you stand in line, you pick your meats, and then your sides. They have homemade desserts. There's bread, cornbread, sweet tea, lemonade, all of it. And then you go and you sit down in this cute little establishment that's decorated so cute. It's got bluesy, bluegrass type music, and it just kind of takes you back. Well, for me, it took me back to like the movie, because you feel like you're really truly in the South, in Alabama. And it just made my heart so happy. I cannot tell you, people in Alabama are so incredibly nice. Amazing. Like the Southern hospitality, and I know we said this before, like on different, like I think our first route out when we were in the South, but people here are so kind and so friendly that it's just been amazing. It's been amazing. So we had such a great experience. It made my heart happy to do this. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I love that movie. And if the cafe is going that strong, you know they're doing something right. So it was super fun. I'm so glad we did it.
It's so cool when you drive down to these small little towns. To me, this is what I was always anticipating Alabama like. You know,
Yeah.
small towns and stuff. Not that Hoover isn't nice, but Hoover's a big city. Hoover reminds me of Chandler, Gilbert, back home, but
Without the green.
Without the green. But these little small towns where you literally drive through a neighborhood with trees covering the roads and everything just to get to the restaurant.
Yeah, and every house looks different. And the neighborhoods are so quaint. I love the red brick. There's so many details I love, and this is why I love what we do. This is why I love the traveling, because we get to experience, and it just takes me back. I mean, I don't have any experience with the South, but everything as a kid, as a teenager that you would imagine. And so I don't know, it's such a gift, and I know I say that a lot, but it truly is. I love seeing the architecture. I love seeing the houses, even the ones that are not so well taken care of, but there's so much history in this state, and you can feel it. And that's why I love that place. And I don't know.
And the neighborhoods, obviously, these aren't cookie cutter houses.
No.
Like what we're used to back home. Like every house is unique. Every house is different.
Yeah.
It's just so cool looking. And all the green trees are what's really killing me.
Well,
it really is, because they're so awesome.
Yes.
It really is.
So what I'm shocked about, and I shouldn't be, but it's just me not knowing my history, is all the hills and the winding roads. It's so beautiful with the green, and it just adds to the beauty of this area. And we, I don't know, this is why we do it. I love exploring and getting to see little towns and different places in America that we would never be able to do.
Absolutely.
So, I just love it.
If your leveling jacks will do this to asphalt, imagine the damage that they are taking on. One upgrade that's made a huge difference for us are RV snap pads. These snap right onto your leveling jacks and basically become permanent shoes for your RV. They give you a bigger footprint, better traction, and honestly, a bit more peace of mind when the ground is soft or rocky. And when we need extra height or a wider base, we pair them with the new RV stack pads. These things are lightweight, super strong, and stacked together like Legos for grown-ups. We are affiliates to RV Snap Pads, So if you want to check them out, I'll drop our link below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps support the channel and keeps us rolling down the road. So while we were out today, we went down to Irondale and hit the Irondale Cafe for lunch, and we were driving back to the hotel. We decided to check out another place that came recommended. This is the
Aldridge Gardens. It's a botanical garden, I believe. And
oh wow, it's
beautiful.
Green. Yes.
Yeah, it's very pretty, very serene in here. I was joking with Kevin when we were in the Redwoods doing some of our hikes where you were so deep into them. I mean, the nature was so happy is what I said, because the birds are chirping. Everything's just so, you could tell you're in their part, and that's what it felt like coming in here. The birds are going nuts, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, there's little walking paths. We're just going to kind of check the whole thing out, and it's free admission, free parking, free admission, and you really don't realize that the road is like literally right there. It's incredible down in here. It really is. So,
well, listen, the Redwoods, there's a highway going through them.
True.
So, which
Highway 101 was going through the middle of the Redwoods, and it was still beautiful. So,
if you remember,
all right,
shocked us.
Let's go check it out. Larika did not wear the appropriate footwear.
No.
Look at her. Now, she did just get these in the mall here in Hoover, but
I didn't know we were coming to do this, but we're gonna go check it out.
Okay.
I'll just go slow. I'm not really in hiking.
This is actually my first attempt at hiking since my leg issue and getting on my medication and stuff, so we're gonna see how I do on the hike as well, so maybe it's good.
Yeah, we got to get you ready for hiking, because we got some hiking stuff coming up. We got to make sure you can do it. So
yes,
we'll see. We'll see, right?
All right, so we're walking what they call the Lake Trail, which makes a lot of sense because you literally walk around the lake.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, not really a hike, just a nice easy walk. But yeah, they got this cool little area with all the flags and the lake overview. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. We lucked out too. We don't have direct sun today. It's kind of overcast, and you can feel the humidity.
Yes.
I'd imagine in May, June, it's got to be buggy and humid for sure. But gosh, is it beautiful today.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I don't know about that. I think if the bees were coming after me, I'd start swatting them.
I think that's your natural reaction, but you're not supposed to.
Yes.
But I don't know what you're supposed to do. Just let them fly at you?